I don't even see any ghosts yet. To Ghost Town. Yeah, the hotel is Dunglen. And this is Dunglen, so
yeah.
I'm thinking that this is where the hotel was, because in the pictures it showed a hotel right along the river.
And it says that the old buildings are here now that stay there.
And like you said, it said that they rebuilt some buildings on it, which maybe would be these ones, right?
I think that's the side of the old Dunglen right there.
Okay, so maybe down there. But either way, we're close enough. Can't get much closer. They ought to make some lodging you can stay. Can you stay in these? I wonder.
I don't think so. I think they're all locked up. Look at that though. That is wild looking. I'm guessing this was for canoes or something.
You better put your life jacket on. You're near the river.
Oh yeah. I left it in the car. I'll be right back. There's a historic sign right there. There's the bridge.
Yeah, this is the fishing. Okay. Oh, we got cell service. It just dinged.
I'm gonna see if I see any fish. Oh, wait.
So as I'm sure most of you have figured out, we are in the ghost town of Thurmond, West Virginia. And we thought this would be a good place to start, which is the old site of the Dunglen Hotel, which sat right along this river, right in this area. It burnt down in 1930. So Thurmond was first settled in 1844 by W.D. Thurmond. He was a surveyor who eventually served in the Confederate Army. The town in Thurmond was incorporated in 1901. It was a bustling rail town in the early 1900s, and Thurmond actually had the largest revenue on the Chesapeake and Ohio Railway, with its huge amounts of coal brought in from the area mines. W.D. Thurmond was a very religious and strict man. He banned alcohol on basically all avenues of having fun for the hard-working people of Thurmond, so they never had an outlet or a way to cut loose, basically. And if we know from historically, this never works long. Prohibition, etc. It never works long. So here enters Thomas McKell. He was given 12,500 acres in Fayette County, West Virginia, when he married Jean Dunn of Ohio. So that makes me think it's called the Dunglen Hotel.
Right.
So, okay. So he erected the Dunglen Hotel at the turn of the 20th century. Here people could do whatever they wanted. Prostitutes and salesmen would ride in on the train on Friday to happily relieve people of their payday. The economy in Thurmond drew people in, and the hotel provided them reason to stay, even if only for a brief time. It was around $2.50 a night, and at that time, that was a week's wage to most people, but it worked. They brought in the elite. They had conferences here. I think they had like presidential people come in and stay. With the hotel's reputation for good times, often to the point of excess, it was not difficult to attract local and national visitors. the area's largest coal mine transaction and the world's largest continuous poker game at 14 years both occurred at the Dunglen Hotel. And that's Ripley's, believe it or not, it's in their recordings, as the longest poker game lasting 14 years. Now how that works, I can't tell you. Despite its reputation and the impact on the community, the building was only around for about 29 years. In 1930, it burned to the ground. It was never rebuilt. But over the next few decades, Thurmond followed suit and quietly turned into an old ghost town. Actually, in 2020, the census said that there was 4 to 5 people living in Thurmond.
All on the city council.
And they were all on the city council, which is crazy. So Thurmond used to boast 2 hotels, restaurants, clothing stores, a jewelry store, a movie theater, several dry goods stores, and many other types of businesses. Thurmond's banks were, like I said, the richest in the state. How time changes things. So today, we are going to explore what's left of Thurmond, and you get to come along. It's a beautiful day down here. We're in the New River Gorge National Park, where Thurmond is located. You can fish here. There's some people down there fishing now. You can SXS, just explore. It's a really cool place.
We got something. Okay, I thought this was a historical, but it's not. It's about the water and invasive species. Something used to be there, and you can see some old ruins. Something right there. I noticed there's a trestle support right over there. The old bridge is right here. Waterfalls, you can hear them right down there. Beautiful place. Check this out, guys. The old ghost town of Thurmond, West Virginia. Look at that. Many of those roll through here. All right, the train is gone. He's headed up through that way. We can actually talk now.
People around there.
This is the old ghost town of Thurmond, West Virginia. Check out the old the Bank of Thurmond. Look at this, guys. I noticed this from across the tracks. Hang on, look at this. %3 interest on savings. You can't get that now. Ford Motor Company Depository. I don't know how well you guys can see in there. I'm trying to cover the camera. It's been flooded. I see flood mud on the ground, on the floor in there. Here, let's check out the end of this, the sign, and then we'll go up that way, and then we'll go back down and check out the other stuff. Looks like a bullet hole right there. Here we go. Start over here. Okay, yeah, filling up. That's the old hopper right there to fill them up with water. The old steam locomotives. Look at that. That is wild. You can still see the little pulleys on the thing up there. You can still see where they used to be, the little pulleys that held up all this junk. That is wild. The coaling station. Huh? Town built on top of itself. Wow. Okay, there are more. There's houses back up there too, Heather.
Yeah, I seen them, we watched them on YouTube.
Okay. We're there. So the building that sat here, there was another building that sat right here then. Sat right there. That one.
Where was the
and
Lafayette
those.
Hotel? That's the one that the other Thurmond, that Thurmond, W.D. Thurmond built. The one where there's no alcohol allowed.
Yeah, I think that's it right here.
Oh wait, no. This one was... Okay, that one burned down in 1963, so... Okay, yeah, this is... Okay, so it was right...
It was right here.
Here.
Yeah,
Hold that
it was
up.
right there. Right there in that little grassy spot.
Oh, it's right here.
Right, yeah, along this hillside.
Hmm.
Cool. You can see the old hotel right there. Uh-oh. There's a path. I gotta check the path. 1 second.
Snake bit, please.
I won't get snake bit. Ah, it's got snake bit.
We don't even have internet. We don't even have cell phones out here.
Oh, no, I've got to check this out now. Apparently, I'm not the first person to climb up here. Old coal shed, maybe? Hard to tell, isn't it? Had a metal. You can see the metal's all rusted out and gone. Y'all know me though. Everybody else is out front looking at the building. I'm crawling around in the woods behind them looking at stuff. Hey, there's houses all back up through there. We're going to check some of those out too. Check that old building out. Just sitting here. That's the old depot at the end of town up there. We'll check him out too. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Now that little map right there shows a lot. How you can see the town of Thurmond and then the Dunglen Hotel right across the river.
You gotta go look.
I want to go look up there.
Well, go look.
Oh, you can see in a little bit.
There's some like light fixtures. So what was this over here?
I don't know. Look on the front. You can see the old, it had metal roof, that old copper stuff on the roof.
New River Bank Trust Company.
Oh, different bank.
New River Bank.
That's some steep concrete right there. That's a steep little sidewalk right there.
How can you even get up there?
Very carefully. I wouldn't try it in the snow.
Get that on me.
Old ladder going up. You can get to some of the old houses back in there. There's one. You can see where windows used to be. Doors. Now this was added later. That's more modern cinder block. But we'll go out. I can get down here without killing myself. Hang on, guys. Wow, that is steep.
Can you hold it a minute? Hold on.
I'm trying. It took me a second to stop.
Okay. Not happening.
The New River Banking and Trust Company. Depository for the state of West Virginia and C&O Railroad Company. Huh. That's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's the same building. Look at that. 1904. Huh. And we are right there now. Huh. What's that? Erskine Pugh House. Go up the stairs. Big rocks for stairs. I don't know how much I'd trust that. On the somewhere between slim and none. They got rocks piled up to keep the hillside off the house. There's a window. Okay, can't see anything. It's dark, dark in there. Now we'll go around, come down the other side. And Heather will come up behind me probably. Wonder how many times the residents of this house climbed up this little rock bank right there. That's a lot of rock to stack, isn't it? That's a lot. Those big ones too. Big porch. I would imagine this was probably one of the biggest houses. Let's see, now it's got a screen behind it. I was kind of hoping maybe we could see something, but I see stairs.
Don't run off and leave me in a ghost town.
Just hanging out on an old porch in a ghost town.
typical day.
Nothing unusual about that. Everybody does that, right? It's kind of, you know, casual, deep in thought.
The tracks are right there.
Passed out. I'm guessing I'm probably not the first person to pass out there.
I think you probably are.
You think?
Yeah.
There's a lot of moonshine around here back today.
Well, I mean recently.
Poison oak.
Oh, good.
The flowers. Those were probably set out there by the Hugh family.
Yeah, those are what? Tiger lilies?
Tiger lilies. Little rose bush right behind you too. They probably set all that stuff out.
Can you see that house at all?
Not much. I'm gonna look in from, no, you can't see from the front window either. I just want to see where this path goes. Looks like it doesn't go anywhere, does it? Huh. All right, who lost a rattlesnake over here? I have.
Staub or bots?
Okay, Russian bee.
Yeah, it could be.
Ooh, look, we can't get in the house, but looks modern. Looks like modern cinder block. Of course, I would imagine some of this was put in. You can see the original stuff. Some of it was probably put in just to hold the floor up. Well, we read that the town of Thurmond has about 5 residents, and all 5 are on the city council. We found the post office.
All straight up.
We found the modern post office. The other one was down there. It's, you know, it's defunct. This is the modern one. This is where everybody gets their mail at here now for the town of Thurmond. That's cool, ain't it? The whole town right there.
1, 2,
Yeah.
3.
The whole town's mailboxes right there. Alright, up or down, Heather? I believe up is residential. I think that's because the mailboxes are here. I'm assuming the 5 people that's left in town live up this hill.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's residential.
We'll go check out the depot.
Yeah.
And the bridge from foot. And then ride down that way. That way. I know there's more of this town because I saw it on TV.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's more houses abandoned.
Yeah, I say these roads, there's probably several abandoned and a few that are,
And
you know.
another train coming in.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're gonna get trapped in this side of it. Aren't we?
Not if we hurry.
We ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, we will. I will. I don't know about you.
Oh shit. See, I get lost over here. I'll see you on the other side.
You mean heaven or the other side of the train?
Just go ahead. Save yourself.
I'll wait for you. I'll wait for you, honey. I'll go down with you. There he comes. The old Thurmond Depot. Check that out. Wow. Talk about some history, guys. That is cool. This is the baggage gate. I wonder why they had so many doors. You'd think one door would work. You know, go in the door to the station, go out the door to get on the train. Why do we need, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 doors on one side? They got blinds down. They've got the windows all blocked up so you can't see inside. It's kind of messed up. So you got it fenced too. You can't get close enough to look in the windows if you could see inside. Cool looking old building though. Looks like we're doing some renovations up here, some modern stuff. Now that's
Looks like someone jumped
the old bridge.
You see that? Flowers over there?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Someone jumped or fell.
Who knows? But this is the old bridge to get to the Dun Glen. It was right over there.
Well, it's the main way in.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see the river. I don't want to get it too far out there, somebody will say something. But look at that. Water down there. Let's go check out the depot. Passenger trains still come through here to check out the old ghost town. I think I read somewhere that about two passenger trains a day come through.
You go the conductor's office and all that stuff.
Can you go in any of them?
No, but you can film it.
They're cheating. This is Trex. I know Trex decking when I see it. Can't fool me. Conductor's office. I'm guessing everything is locked. Like I said, they've got blinds over the windows. They got plastic sheeting directly behind the glass for some reason. I'm not sure why. Track supervisor's office. Same thing, can't see squat. Can't even see around the edges of it. A car distributor. Well, I heard it. A car distributor has plug wires coming out of it. See a little bit of something. That looks like they've got some kind of display set up inside there, but you really can't see much of anything. We're doing something here. We're setting up. Like I said, there's still trains come through here for the old ghost town. They're setting up some stuff. They got restrooms and stuff like that down there.
This is quiet. Look at that. I see the roof. pretty peaceful right here.
Yeah, it is. Check that out. 100-year-old wooden observation deck. It's right in front of the Thurmond Depot. I would not trust that thing. Look at that. Rotten. I mean, you can tell it's like 4 inches thick. But they've been laying out in the wind and rain and snow and everything else for 100 years. They've got it blocked off here. That is cool looking though, isn't it? And back in the day, you could go out there and stand on that and watch the water and all that. And I'm sure the trees weren't there. And you could see the bridge. Bridge is right there. This place is wild, man. This is a wild place.
Very elaborate porta potty. Over the river. The area across the river was known as Southside Junction during the industrial boom of the early 1900s. It helped draw many people to Thurmond looking for business and pleasure. That's where we took you earlier, where the hotel was. Southside Junction. How do you say junction? Junction? Southside Junction boasted the famous Dunglin Hotel, as well as Cash Mercantile, drugstore, shoe shop, movie theater, mortuary, and railroad yard. Several money-making ventures not allowed in Thurmond during the early years, namely saloons with high-stakes gambling and brothels, lured many to the wilder side, also known as the Billy Hack. Outside of Thurmond's town limits, laborers and businessmen flocked to Southside Junction for its offerings. This untitled poem from the early 1900s reflects the area's rough and tumble reputation. You have heard of California Gold Rush way back in '49, but Thurmond on New River will beat it every time. There's people here from everywhere, the colored and the white. Some mother's son bites the dust almost every night. With a goodly roll of bills, some gamblers get their dough and they sneak back to the hills. Some, though, never return, alas, and they meet a thug. Okay, that didn't rhyme. We find them on the railroad track or in the Thurmond jug. I guess that's the jail. Where handy is the blackjack and the price of life is low. At Thurmond on New River along the C&O, where men are often missing after a drinker's fight and the crime laid on the river and the trains that pass at night. Captain H.W. Doolittle, C&O conductor and poet. Very cool. And Leo's out on breaking the rules. He's not supposed to be out there. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna call the popo. That's where the cars are. You're not allowed to be there. I'm kidding though, but no, he's not allowed to be there, but I don't care.
I'm an outlaw, baby.
You should have read that poem over there. It's super cool.
Look at that. The old Thurmond post office. It's right on the tracks. The whole town's laid out right on the side of the tracks. It goes around a little bend. United States Post Office, Thurmond, West Virginia. How cool is that? They didn't have stairs, had a little walkway made of railroad ties and dirt. You just came up the little path to get to the door and went in. U.S. property. That is cool looking. Man, we got some security on this thing. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 security cameras on the front of that building. Yeah. And that's that big loadout that I showed you from earlier, from way over there. But check this one out. You see that little itty bitty building right there? It's about, I'm gonna say 15, oh, about 20, something like that. I don't believe it's any bigger than that. That's the city hall. That's Thurmond Town Hall right there. Now, how cool is that? Look at that itty bitty little thing. I think I read that they still use this, that the 5 or 6 people that are still on the city council have their meetings here. And there's the old, check that out, guys. You can see the little pulleys right there where the arms swung out over the trains. It looks like a ghost town, don't it? Just right beside the railroad tracks is the only thing weird about it. You know, the road follows the tracks, and the tracks follow the river. What's that? Oh, hello. Now I'm gonna assume this is a steam engine. I could be wrong, but I do believe that's an old steam engine. That is cool looking, ain't it? Kind of looks like a cannon sitting there. Looks like we've had some problems before and had to weld him up a few times. He's been welded several times. Look at all that. Had to make things work though, didn't you? You only had so much stuff, you only had so many resources, and you still got to get the job done. The old cobblestones, check that out. That was probably, they did that, man, they probably thought that was just awesome right there. Fancy. We're a fancy town now, we got cobblestones. This. That's a good question. I'm assuming this puppy had a purpose. What it was, though, beyond me. Maybe just to get a way to get underneath here for plumbing and junk, who knows, to bring water up from the rivers right over there. Old steam engines, they had to load coal and water to make steam. Here we have a few old abandoned houses. That looks like it was some sort of business. Couple houses here. They said that just about every night in Thurmond that there was a murder. Said that they just get up in the next morning, everybody would just get up, and there'd be at least 1 or 2 bodies laying on the tracks. This is Marilyn Brown House. A lot of people carved their names on Marilyn's house. But this is the one that I wanted to come and check out. Look at this. This looks like you could slap a coat of paint on it, cut the grass, and move in. I don't know about going up there. What is that? Fatty Lipscomb House. Okay. Turn the camera. Somebody's wrote something up there with spray paint that we probably don't want to really, you know what I mean. Fatty though. Fatty Lipscomb House. Okay. Looks like Fatty did pretty good for himself though, didn't he? He had a big house. This is like the biggest house I've seen so far. Certainly bigger than poor little Maryland's, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna head up that little road there where Heather went. Go see what's up there real quick. There's another one right up there that I was gonna show you, but somebody's cutting the grass over there. You wouldn't be able to hear anything but the mower. That is wild looking though, isn't it? Did you notice the name on this one, Heather? You didn't see the name on the other one, did you? Fatty Lipscomb.
Fatty?
Fatty. That's what it says. Fatty Lipscomb.
So he's probably skinny then.
Yeah, probably. You can see there's abandoned houses all over the place. There's 1, 2, 3 there. 2 more back here. And Maryland's right there. Feel like I know Marilyn. Been by her house a couple times. Feel like I know her already. Fatty's house. Fatty, you home? I love the way the vines have taken over and stuff. It just looks cool. Old broken fences and old, look at these ties, railroad ties. You can tell those puppies have been there for a long time, ain't they? Alright, I'm gonna run up, at least check this one out. But there's supposedly houses all through here. See a foundation right there where one was. You can see the wall, but that one's collapsed. You can see little roads. That one's probably the main road going out to those houses there. And then this one. And presumably another one there. Guessing this one's a ruin. No, it's gone. You can see railroad ties where one used to be here, where they built the house, built the foundation out of railroad ties. And the whole thing has tumbled down the hill. Look at that though. The way the vines, nature takes back over, don't it? There's a constant fight. Let's see a big one through the trees. Great big house. One there and 2 right here. A lot more houses up here than I thought. A lot of grass to cut, I'll tell you that. That is just so cool, the way nature takes over. Now this one's the Harold Smith house. I knew a man named Harold Smith. I'm guessing it's probably a different dude. Smells great up here, guys. I don't know if y'all can see those little rambling roses. I'm guessing it's the residents set those out. But the whole place you can just smell, it just smells rosy. And honeysuckle, mountain laurel, all sorts of stuff blooming. Smells great. Nice little garage. I'd like to have it. All I got's a carport. Some of it's replaced and some of it's original wood. Looks like we've tried to keep as much original stuff as possible. Doors laying there on the ground. I think I would have maybe liked this one way back in the back. The Homer Nicely Charles Ashley house. And you could walk right out the back door of this one and go hunting. Right down through there. How cool is that? I bet there's junk out here too. Look at that. Old woodworks and stuff. No telling what that was for. This is a cool place. And look at all the ruins over there. Old railroad ties. Using them to build walls, to build structure with.
Oh, the church. I forgot the church. So this is a really pretty little church, and you can actually hear the water from the new river if you go stand over there. Be a perfect little tree to decorate at Christmas. There's a lot of bugs out today. So let's see what else we can find. We're going to be going in the community part now where people actually live. And hopefully it won't be like a wrong turn scenario. Oh, it's a guest house on Airbnb here. Thurmond's Historic Airbnb. That's cool. Philip McClone house.
That old woodwork. It looks old, don't it?
Yeah. Pretty. I bet this is quite a feat to get out of in winter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Philip McClone rental house.
I'm guessing you could rent this back in the day then, huh? Rent the next one to Philip?
Only if Philip said it was okay. How about this camera messes the video up? So it looks like we passed the bustling metropolis of Thurmond. I saw about 3 inhabited houses. does. I think it's like the other side where we're parked right there. We'll see in a minute. It's all good neighborhood.
Not really the best road in the world for a Mustang.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good for the drive.
I think it's Mustang size. You know, they have like bite-sized candy bars. This is Mustang size Thurmond roads. Here, dig it.
Looks like we've repaired the porch on that one. This one looks ready to move
I
in.
wish we could just see in one.
I know. Somebody's been working on this one. That's fresh paint. That porch is new. Somebody's remodeling this one.
Look how pretty the view is from up here. Hold on, hold on. If you go over this side, boy, you're screwed.
The rocks here. Look, that's full of snakes.
Snake party. I don't know how we always get lost in these places we investigate. No one else does. Hey, look at that. It's cool from up here. And we aren't really lost. It would be terrible to be here after dark. There's no lights. These got like air in them.
We found an old barn in Thurmond, in the ghost town. I'm gonna take a peek and see what's in there. Look at this. Old shells laying on the ground out here. Like somebody's had clams at some point. I see an old refrigerator. And a deep freeze right there. But the rest of it's fell in. The old doors don't open no more. This one's not locked, but they're blocked where the top has settled on it. Well, I bet there's some artifacts and junk in there. You just know it. I mean, look at that stuff. Good Lord, what is that? Huh. Poison oak on it. Luckily, poison oak doesn't bother me. Can't really see much in there. You can tell there's some, looks like old pots. I think somebody may have lived in this. It's got, you know, it had the refrigerator and cooking utensils and stuff. I wonder if somebody might have lived in this barn or garage, because this is right by the old Thurmond Union Church. This is the one Mr. Thurmond built. Posted sign right there. Look at this old barn. Look at that old barrel. You can see an old barrel there. Look at that. There is no telling what is underneath all this stuff. There could be anything. But yeah, that one's a house back there. So, private residence. Like I said, we found about 4 actual houses here. And the rest are, you know, the ghost town houses. I think there's supposed to be like 6. Look at that. It's blooming all over. Beautiful countryside. I'll leave my coffee over here.